They've been given up for gone a few months ago. So Patrick Ewing will play tonight for the Knicks in Game 2 against the Pacers. The last time the Pacers saw him.
Rehabilitation. Number 33 tonight will once again stake his claim on the low post.
It's totally uncharted waters here, and so if you had told me we'd be here today announcing he's going to play tonight, I wouldn't have bet you anything.
He did all the right things. You know, he went through his rehab with a sense of purpose and dedication. I stayed with the team. You know, today's NBA player, when they're out for a long time, goes to a second hometown and hangs. So we were proud of him about that.
He's 100%. I mean, he's really as close as that as you can get.
What did you guys do to really test him yesterday?
I think Herb stayed over and played with him, and we went full court. We just banged him as much as possible, but he looked good.
It was really good for him because he held up pretty well. But, I mean, it'll be different tonight in that we'll be running up and down the court and everybody will be hitting him.
We'll test him. You know, one good slap on the wrist, we'll find out if he can play.
The Knicks aren't so much concerned about rediscovering their chemistry with Ewing as they are leaning too much on their big man.
To think that he's going to come in here and be the reason we win either tonight or this series, that's a fairy tale. We're going to win because he's a piece of the puzzle. He's not the puzzle.
To be off as long as he was, you know, you're not going to just come back and be the same player you were before. It takes some time, takes some game situations for you to get that back. But he's a veteran ball player, but I bet you any money he's having butterflies in his stomach right now.
Patrick has been the catalyst for New York throughout his whole career. So the emotions, you can understand that they're probably going to be going through is going to be off the charts.
The true test for Patrick Ewing has nothing to do with minutes or even how many hacks he can handle. The true test will come when Ewing needs to use his wrist to break a fall. My heart will be in my throat when that happens, said Dr. Scott, and it'll probably be that way the rest of the playoffs. Safe to say, the same goes for Ewing. In Indianapolis, Bonnie Bernstein, ESPN.
Patrick Ewing returns to the New York lineup for Game 2.
Pretty sure he has butterflies, you know, because it's been so long, so we're glad to have him back.
My heart will be in my throat, and I suspect it'll be like that, you know, for the rest of this series.
Pat been around a while. He shouldn't be nervous. He's too old for that.
It is a good story, but to think that he's going to come in here and be the reason we win.
John looks down at the three, measures it, cans it.
See, that's where I think he can really shoot. Now, we were watching him shoot one day, and I showed you, I said, when he can get his feet set and shoot, he's a great shooter. His problem is he shoots a lot of off-balance threes that he makes at times.
That three ties it up, and this is the second quarter of a very low-scoring game. Antonio Davis gets that jumper to put Indiana back on top.
And that's about a step out of his range, I thought. When he went up for that shot, I'm thinking there's no way that's going in. He's really just having himself a great series.
Pick and roll. Giles looks at Johnson. Now John Starks. 7:40 to go in the half. Starks way outside. Whoa! My goodness.
I guess he's feeling it.
I think so.
Because no one in this building thought that was a good shot.
Knicks by one. 7:20 remaining. Here's Smits again. Jalen Rose. Underneath Antonio as well. Here's Starks, takes the jumper, gets it.
He's feeling it. He is looking for his shot. The great thing about John Starks, and I guess you can say the bad thing, he started out struggling and he kept shooting. And now he's shot his way into a zone.
31-30. Starks with 10 in the quarter. Here's Travis Best. Rick Smits. You just know he's got a stop. Chris Mills with the runner, count the basket, sent into the line. The Indiana Pacers, they're up 41-33, 2.5 to go. Here's Starks back on the floor, takes the jumper over Miller. Got it!
You know,
oh boy.
He beat me to the punch. I was just going to say, John Starks is on fire. He hasn't touched the ball in about 2 minutes.
Charlie Ward trying to find Houston. Top of the key, here's Allen Houston. Coming up and canning this.
A work of art. They both move so well. They know how to free themselves.
Cuts the margin to 6, and Rick Smits tries to turn and go. Double team comes from Charlie Ward. Now they find Miller left open in the corner. Hopefully runs at him.
Reggie Miller, you can't leave Chris a shot blocker and a rebound.
Johnson, nice spin move.
Yeah, smart. Patrick would not.
But Ewing gets in the passing lane and knocks that one away. Charlie Ward. Into the corner, Ewing. Still looking for his first field goal. Got it! And a free throw.
Boy, he took that one aggressive. Where we miss Patrick Ewing is his offense. We are not a team that can score points. We almost have to play perfect every night to win basketball games. Patrick will free up our other guys.
Ewing with a chance for a three-point play now. And the Knicks have clawed back within 4. Hitting 6 of their last 9 field goal attempts. Jackson, Dale Davis, Smits, Chris Mullen, and Reggie Miller for Indiana. Here's Reggie Miller, and Ewing is there to knock it out of bounds.
See, Patrick Ewing right now is playing a smart game. You know what he's doing? He's decided, well, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm just going to get more aggressive. I'm going to play aggressive basketball, and that's a smart decision.
Reggie Miller goes underneath, knocked out of bounds by Oakland.
That was a close call also.
Yeah. Oakley continues to insist he never touched it.
He wasn't ready.
Pacers were. They had started the offense already.
Entry pass, Dale Davis. Rick Smits from the corner.
That's what makes him such a tough guard for our positions.
He's hit 5 of his last 6 after that time he spent in the desert. Underneath, Larry Johnson. Nice pass.
That was a great, his head away from the ball. Always have to see the basketball.
Charlie Ward with 7 assists tonight. And the lead is 4 for Indiana, 57-53. Oakley has Mullen. Mullen in the lane. Oakley has the rebound, and here comes New York. Charlie Ward pulls up, finds Patrick Ewing.
And they're looking for the big fella now. One problem he has not had, and that's running the floor.
In the corner, Mullen measures Oakley, decides to take the shot. No. Ewing rebound. And the Knicks, who trailed by 7 at the half, have a chance to tie. Oakley in and out.
That's the shot they want. They'll take that open shot from Charles Oakley. Patrick Ewing in this third quarter has been dominant.
Jackson tries to take Charlie Ward. Back to Smits, top of the key. And Johnson gets it for New York. Ewing at the other end, but they were a little late getting down there. Back it goes to Ward. Here's Larry Johnson. He takes the 3. Got it!
Well, he took his time. I can tell you that. The Pacers were in no rush to challenge that shot.
10 in the quarter. 4 of 4 from the field for Johnson, and New York up by 1, 58-57. Mullen, that's for 2. Dale Davis back to Mullen. They'll try it again. Give him a second chance. Bingo.
That was awful defense.
Yes.
I mean, that was awful. Both shots. 2 players watch Chris Mullen take a shot. You don't want Chris Mullen taking a shot. He looked over at us, over here at me, just now, Bert, and started laughing like, they're going to let me shoot? I think he took that personally.
Charlie Ward in the lane. Smits has it go off his hands, out of bounds.
Chris Mullen never came out and said, go ahead and shoot it. He made it.
John Starks for Johnson now for New York. Here's Allen Houston in the corner. And Derek McKee has come on to defend Allen Houston. Starks back to Ward. Nice penetration, and the dish to Oakley for 2.
Boy, those.
John Starks urging patience from Charles Oakley.
Well, it's communication, Vern. You got to have communication on the
PA on TNT. The pass, Antonio Davis on the floor for the Knicks as we start the fourth quarter. Chris Childs, Johnson and Houston, Oakley, and Starks. Starks guarded by Miller. Post-up play for Larry Johnson. Nice.
I tell you, he is great post moves. He's 5 for 5 in this half.
And the margin is 1. Here's Jalen Rose, who's been a quiet presence tonight. Hasn't played much, as a matter of fact. One of the stars with Travis Best in the victory on Tuesday. Loose ball underneath, on the floor, and picked up by Oakley.
You look at this game again, Vern. It's the difference. Indiana got all the loose balls in game 1.
Houston, offensive foul.
That's a definite. Smart.
Travis Best guarded by Chris Childs. Oh, boy. Antonio Davis laid Childs out.
And Childs gets the foul.
Yes.
Oh, my. Is that a tough way to earn a foul? And it's not Chris Childs' fault. It's the guy guarding Antonio Davis. He has to call that.
This one in and out, and Starks goes up on the trampoline. Indiana, here's Starks.
Communication. You could see Best and Rose pointing at each other, but neither one of them ever picked up Starks.
New York leads by 1. Travis Best, Jalen Rose, Antonio Davis, Miller, and McKee. Larry.
Game when teams start hating each other.
4th team foul already on New York. None on Indiana. McKee, got it. Pacers by 1. That is the 10th lead change of the ball game. Jalen Rose guarding Allen Houston. Kicks it out in the corner. Childs, three-pointer. Rebound. Oakley. Larry Johnson. Rebound. Starks at the bench to run to the rebound. They trail by 7. Starks takes the 3. Got it!
Oh, my.
4 minutes remaining. Houston, that quiets the crowd.
Wow.
Starks drives. Beautiful play.
Oh, great play. No one wanted to leave Allen.
Chris Childs as Ewing calls for it. 5 on the shot clock. Allen, Houston, the dish to Ewing.
Pass.